So my best friend uninvited me to the biggest event of the year. And the worst part is she did it over a voice note while I was literally already shopping for an outfit. Like, I was standing in the fitting room at Zara with a dress half sipped when I heard her say the words, something came up. Let me back up. Maya and I have been close since sophomore year. Not childhood best friends or anything, but the kind of close where you FaceTime while doing homework and send each other literally every TikTok that reminds you of each other. She's one of those people who's fun to be around because she's genuinely enthusiastic about stuff. Like she'll get excited about a random Tuesday because the weather's nice. It's infectious. We weren't in the same main friend group exactly. She ran with a slightly more popular crowd, but it never felt like it mattered. I knew her people, she knew mine, and when we hung out, it was easy. No drama, no weird energy. She was the person I'd text first when something funny happened, and the person I trusted with the embarrassing stuff. For almost 2 years, that's how it was. Solid. Which is why when she asked me to be her plus one to her cousin's sweet 16, I didn't even hesitate. This wasn't just any party either. Maya's family is the type that goes all out. Think venue, DJ, photo booth, catered food, the whole production. She'd been talking about it for weeks, showing me her cousin Daniella's mood board on Pinterest, telling me about the choreographed dance the family was learning. She said she got a plus one, and she wanted to bring me because, and I quote, "You're literally the only person I'd actually have fun with." I remember feeling genuinely happy about that, not just because of the party, but because it felt like confirmation that our friendship was as real as I thought it was. We started planning outfits together. She sent me color palette options so we could coordinate. I was in. The party was on a Saturday. On the Wednesday before, I was at the mall after school because I'd narrowed it down to 2 dresses and needed to just commit. I was in the fitting room, trying on the second option, this dark green midi dress that honestly looked really good, when my phone buzzed with a voice note from Maya. I played it on low volume, expecting her to be asking me which shoes she should wear or something. Instead, I heard her say, "Hey, so okay, don't be mad." But something came up with the plus one situation. Daniela kind of wants me to bring Issa instead, because Issa knows a bunch of people there, and it would just make more sense for the vibe. I'm so sorry. I literally fought for you, but it's not my call. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I stood there with this dress half on, staring at my phone like it had personally insulted me. Issa, by the way, is this girl who Maya had started hanging out with more over the past month or so. She's a senior, she's got that effortless cool thing going on, and she's connected to basically everyone. I'd met her twice, and she was perfectly nice to me both times, so I couldn't even hate her. But I just knew, that this wasn't Daniella's decision. Maya chose this. The thing that made my stomach drop wasn't even the uninviting itself. It was the lie. I literally fought for you, felt like something you say to make yourself feel better, not something that actually happened. I sent back a text that said, "Oh, okay, no worries. Hope you guys have fun," because in that moment I didn't know what else to do. I'm not someone who confronts people in real time. I need to process. I put the green dress back on the rack and drove home and sat in my car in the driveway for like 50 minutes just feeling stupid. Not sad yet, just stupid. Like I'd been the one who misread the friendship. The next day at school, Meyer acted completely normal. She came up to me at lunch and started talking about something random like nothing had happened, and I let her because I still hadn't figured out what I wanted to say. But then she pulled out her phone to show me a picture of the outfit she and Issa were going to wear, and I felt something crack. I said, "I actually don't really want to see that." She looked surprised and said, "Wait, are you actually mad? I told you it wasn't my decision." And I said, "Yeah, I heard you," and walked away. Which, looking back, was kind of passive aggressive. I know that. I should have just told her how I felt directly instead of going cold. That's on me. Saturday came. I stayed home and watched a movie with my mom, which was actually nice, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't check Instagram. Maya posted stories from the party all night. Her and Issa in the photo booth. Her and Issa doing the choreographed dance, which meant Issa literally learned the family dance that Maya had told me about weeks ago. Her and Issa with Daniela, all of them looking like they'd been friends forever. Each story felt like a small paper cut. By Sunday, my other friends had noticed something was off. My friend Jordan texted me asking why I wasn't at the party since I'd been talking about it, and when I explained what happened, she immediately screenshot the conversation and sent it to our group chat. I didn't ask her to do that, and honestly, I wish she hadn't because it turned into this whole thing. People started weighing in, taking sides, saying Maya was fake, and suddenly it was bigger than I wanted it to be. Maya texted me Sunday night saying, "I heard you're telling everyone I ditched you, which is really unfair since I explained the situation." And part of me understood why she was upset because I hadn't controlled the narrative, it just kind of spiraled. But also, what she called explaining the situation was a 30-second voice note that replaced me with someone cooler and expected me to just be fine with it. Some of our mutual friends tried to stay neutral, which I actually respected. My friend Dev said something that stuck with me. Said, I don't think Maya was trying to hurt you. I think she just wanted to bring the person who'd make her look best at the party, and she didn't think about what that meant for you. And honestly, that might be the most accurate read of the whole situation. It wasn't malicious, it was just careless. But careless can hurt just as much. The part that got me the most was finding out later that Maya had asked Issa to come on Tuesday, a full day before she told me. So while I was narrowing down dresses, she'd already made her choice. She just hadn't bothered to tell me yet. That was about 6 weeks ago. Maya and I aren't not speaking, but we're not really speaking either. She said hi to me in the hallway last week, and I said hi back, and that was it. Issa and Maya are basically inseparable now, which I think tells you everything about where I actually stood. I don't hate Maya, I miss her. But I also don't fully trust that the friendship I thought I had was ever what I believed it was. Sometimes people don't replace you because you did something wrong. They replace you because someone shinier showed up. And maybe I messed up too by not just being honest with her from the start instead of going quiet and letting the group chat do the talking. So I genuinely want to know, was Maya wrong for choosing Issa? Or was she just making a practical decision and I took it too personally? Tell me in the comments because I still go back and forth on this every single day.